Yo, what's good, Sneaker Log? It's your boy Sneaker Box. So checking back in with another new sneaker video, fam. Hopefully everybody been cool since the last video. And as you can see, we got the Air Jordan 7 Retro, and it's very dope, clean, classic colorway in my opinion. This is the black and true red colorway, better known as the Raptor 7. And I wanted to start doing videos like this where I pull certain sneakers out of the vault and put them up on the channel. Shoes that I think that I had not put up on the channel, never got around to, and just give y'all a look at them. Kind of use my channel what I meant to start it out as in the beginning, which is more so like a reference library of different shoes, and so you can get the visuals and looks at them and stuff like that. Certain versions, people might think that they want to go back and grab an older version of a shoe or something, or just see a shoe that they hadn't seen in person and just give you a good look at it. So, the Air Jordan 7, originally released back in 92, I believe. This shoe is from the 2012 retro release, and my pair is still in good condition. I've worn the shoe a few times over the years. I pulled these out though. Actually, gave it some more run during this year, like more so springtime or whatever. Definitely, the vibes was calling for me to pull these out and give them more run. So, I just wanted to put this up on the channel. But these are still, like I said, in good condition. Give y'all a look at them. What do y'all think? Are y'all digging these? Do you remember these back when they dropped? Now, quick little story about the originals. Now, my first pair of Jordans that I ever received, I've talked about how the first pair of Jordans that I ever purchased. If you've been following the channel, you would know the answer to that. The first pair that I ever purchased. Leave me a comment down in the comment box if you do, because I probably referenced that little story a few times on the channel. But as far as the first shoes, Jordans that I ever received, it was actually the Jordan 7. And it was actually this colorway, the black and true red colorway. Now, it was given to me secondhand from my old man. I was staying with him one summer, and I was going to school, and he gave them to me. He had them in the closet. I never knew he had, I never knew he had Jordans. Never saw him wear stuff like that. Hardly ever. Could probably count on one hand how many times I saw him really wear sneakers like that. So, I was surprised, but yeah, man, he had them. He gave them to me. I guess he wasn't doing nothing with them, and to me, it was like some new shoes because they barely looked like they had ever been worn. I'm sure he had worn probably maybe a few times, a couple times or whatever, but they were new. You know what I'm saying? To me, like they weren't in the box, but they were pretty much new. And shit, I remember putting them on, and I was like, oh, I understood why folks, held the Jordan as far as sneakers in high regard, because I never understood it before, because I was like, other athletes have shoes and they have nice shoes and stuff like that, but the fit, the feel of those Jordan 7s, and those were originals too. They were years after the release, but still had that feel, like they were. I felt like it was just a great fitting shoe, comfortable and all that. So, and it looked great. It was well crafted and stuff like that. Maybe that's what people talk about, because even with these retros, they don't. This shoe does not have that feel when I put it on. It's still a great shoe, still a dope shoe, but compared to that one, it did not have that feel that the original Jordan 7 had. So I understand what people be talking about. Oh, the OGs were made better and stuff. To a degree, that's probably true, because I could definitely feel the difference with the OG versus the retros from years and years later. But yeah, man, this shoe, like I say though, it's still a dope one. Glad that I have it in my collection. I do think that they should bring this shoe back as far as a remastered version, because to my memory, I remember the original being having more of a charcoal look. I might be tripping about that, but that's just kind of more so how I remember it. Um, this more so to me is kind of like black. Now I know my pair is not the cleanest at the moment, but I still feel like it has more of a black look to it, vice the retro, vice the original being having more of that charcoal look on that new buck. Let me know if I'm tripping about that, but that's just more so how I remember it. So let me know what y'all think about that. Now, do y'all feel that this shoe should be brought back? As far as, because I felt that it got skipped over a few years ago when they did do some retro sevens. They did a few pairs, and I felt like this one got skipped over. So that's just my opinion, and especially it wouldn't be a bad idea because the Toronto Raptors, just won the NBA championship. So people probably looking for these right now. I don't know what these are going for a resale market, but people probably looking for these right now, and those would definitely sell. Back then when these dropped, I don't think there were people too crazy about them. I don't remember it like that, but these would probably do well. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you remaster them true to the original. So that's just an idea I'm putting out there. But yeah, no, the bottom of mines are not that clean. Like I said, I've worn these, but just wanted to share them with y'all real quick and give y'all a look. I just do like these, man. Jordan 7s, I like the design that they use, that they went with. I like the 2-3 on the back, that purple pull tab, true red jump, man. Yeah, everything works, man. Jordan 7. Now, here is the box. You got the box top, black with the white jump, man. And you got the box sticker, black, true red, dark charcoal, club purple. Box sticker price of 160. And yeah, I think you know when this shoe dropped back then, I think that there wasn't much of a hype. I got these retail when they dropped. Got these on the release date. I remember it vividly um, because it was a summertime release. I want to say it was like June, July, or August, one of those months. And the shoe, this was, if you were around back then buying shoes, you would know that like 2012, like pretty much those Jordan retro releases back then was selling out. Like they was selling out the store. Like first day, usually, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't online, they were selling out. Like it was crazy back then. But I remember that this was one of the releases that I was able, one of the first releases of the year, where you were able to just go in the store and grab the shoe with no line, no hassle. Like it was crazy. I remember that. Like, and to me, this is a dope colorway. Like, obviously, I felt like this shoe was probably slept on for whatever reason, but this shoe is dope in my opinion. And it was one of those shoes I was just able to go get, out the store. Like back then, it was, and I'm talking about after the release because, like the store had already been open. You just kind of walked in there, hey, grabbed them, got them. It was nothing, no big deal. So at that time, I know compared to now, it's a whole different story. I felt like probably they didn't make as many as they did back then. They make way more now. But I would be intrigued to know what this shoe would do now. Like I said, people probably going for these if they're like Raptor fans and stuff, just because like the Raptors won and Kawhi Leonard and all that stuff. But other than that, man, the shoe is still dope. Like we didn't. The funny thing about it with the name, the Raptor Sevens, the Raptors weren't even a team at the time when these dropped. So, like I didn't really understand the whole. I mean, I do understand with the color. You know what I'm saying? The color of the colorway of the shoe and the resemblance to the Raptors uniform, but to actually just give it that name, vice something else because like where I'm from, like I'm from Houston. I grew up, you know, born and raised in the Southwest side, and where I grew up at, they wouldn't have called these. We wouldn't have called these. We didn't call these Raptors. Like we would call these Bugs Bunny or just the black the black the black and red sevens. You feel me? Or we would call them like Bugs Bunnies, something like that. The black Bugs Bunnies or something like that. That's pretty much what we call like sevens and eights back then. But not really sure when the whole Raptors thing came about. The nickname came to it, but I mean, I definitely see the resemblance with the colors and the uniform and stuff like that. But that's it. That's all I got. Let me know what y'all think about these Raptor Sevens or Black and True Red, whatever you want to call them. And if you want the Jordan Brand to, remaster these, then hey, share the video. Share the video in your circles, man, and let's get the word out there that we want these back remastered, and hopefully the right, this fall upon the right person's ears, and can make that happen, possibly in the near future or something like that. But yeah, man, this is still a dope pair to have in your collection, though. If I'm glad that I had these, and I dig them. So let me know what you think about them, and let me know if you like the video. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Also hit the subscribe button if you're a new viewer. I really appreciate that. Trying to get the channel back on the right track and get back in the swing of things. I do not make a dime off of this. As far as the platform, they reshuffled everything a while back, and the algorithms. My channel pretty much been sinking as far as like with views and stuff because the algorithms is crazy now, man. Like how the whole scheme is set. Like you can be watching a certain video and they'll just plug you know um, a whole nother like channel as far as like a whole nother string of videos from what you were watching if you got it like on an autoplay or something like that. So that's all set up through algorithm. Hopefully one day I can break through that and get more of my videos suggested, but that would have to come along with the views, and who knows how that's gonna work. But hey, everything we just gonna take in a stride, man, and just keep it moving over here, and everything will happen organically. But in the meantime, man, y'all stay tuned. More videos to come. I got more pickups. Definitely got more pickups for y'all, and I need to put up on the channel. And I'm gonna start doing more of these videos, these throwback videos. So y'all stay tuned for those as well. And yeah, I appreciate the support. And yeah, like I said, man, share the videos with your friends, spread the word, sneak along, baby. We trying to get this thing moving in motion. And yeah, leave me a comment down in the comment box. And that's it. That's all I got. Until next time, y'all be cool. Always remember, copy what you like, not what they hype. Stay up. Peace.